Hello guys, today 12th of June 2022 and I'm on my way to the hospital. I went to the hospital the other day. I had a little accident in the forest. It was night time, I couldn't see anything, and I walked into a branch from a tree. Like I said, I was in the forest, and this branch went in my eye. But it didn't just go in my eye. It done a lot of damage. I thought it was just a scratch. And so I went to the hospital on the 8th, which was 4 days ago. And after 4.5 hours of being in the waiting room of the hospital, after 4.5 hours and the visit to the eye doctor, the oculist, they told me I had to have a blood test. I had to do, they had to take some blood because on the morning of the 9th, which was the morning after, I was supposed to go in and have, I don't know, 10-15 stitches in my eye. That's how big the cut is. I have it's about 15 centimeters wide, and it's about 6 or 7 centimeters down across 16, and down 7 or 8 millimeters, excuse me. And like I said, after 4.5 hours of being in the hospital, they said, okay, now we take your blood, and then we have to do the tamponing. The tamponing, I'll explain it to you, is the cotton bud up the nose. So I said, yeah, no problem, you can take the blood, but what's the tamponing for? And this little bitch turned around. She was fresh out of fucking high school, I think, because she was only about 19 or fucking 20. And she said, oh, the tamponing, the cotton bud, is for the COVID. I said, well, you can do anything you want, but you're not doing a tamponing to me. I don't need it. I've been here for 4.5 hours. You should have said this when I first came in. But I'm telling you now, you're telling me now it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So you can take the blood, but you're not doing the nose swab. And they tried to tell me that it was law. And I said, no, it's not, it's a mandate. She said, and that's what law is. And that's what a mandate is, it's law. I said, no, it's not. A mandate is null and valid if you are not saying all the truth. If you're lying if you're saying under false pretenses that this swab does this, that, and the other, you're lying, you're not saying the whole truth. There's ethylene oxide. These swabs dipped in ethylene oxide, which is one of the building blocks for cancer. Okay? There's a high risk probability that you're going to get something that you didn't have initially after the swab. they're going to put something fucking in you because there's something on the swabs, as we all know. And so she said, no, you're going to have to do the swab. I said, yeah, no, I'm not. And if that's what I have to do, then I'll go home. I didn't realize at the moment that the damage I'd done to my eye was really serious. I thought it was just a scratch. Now I'll show you. Let me just pass this car here. Let me just pass this car here. And so anyway, like I said, this was the 8th. 8th going on to the 9th, because it was 11:30 in the evening on the 8th that I went to the hospital, that I did the accident. And last night was the first time that I was able to see my eye and what kind of damage I've done. And if you're squeamish, look away. If you're squeamish, look away. You see that? I don't know how well you can see, but watch this. Check and see if there's a car behind me. You can see that hole? Okay. I don't know how well you can see that, but I've done a lot of damage. Like I said, I walked into this tree and I instantly turned my head around. The branch that was in my eye snapped, and I had this snapped off piece of branch sticking about 5 or 6 centimeters out of my eye. And yeah. So anyway, when I went to the hospital, I was walking around I was freaking out in the Bosco. I put my hand up to my eye, as you do when you make incident like this. You instantly put your hands there to feel if you're okay, you know. Yeah, that was what I did. And I felt this piece of wood sticking out from the eye. And so I couldn't leave the fucking stick in my eye. I couldn't leave it there, so I pulled it out. And I thought initially, obviously because I couldn't see, I thought initially that I actually popped my eye. And it was when I got home after about 20-25 minutes, I was able to pinch open my eye and I could see my eyeball. And then I knew, yeah, wow, lucky that I haven't popped the eye. And but then when I seen a little, ciao guys. And then yeah, like I said, I went to the hospital. And I was thinking that I've just come the wrong way, but no, I'm going the right way. So yeah, like I said, in the hospital, this little bitch, fresh out of school, she said, no, you gotta do it. You have to do it. You have to do the tampon. And it's just, I'm not doing it. Stop. Well, it's gonna cause problems. I said, listen, if it's that much of a fucking problem, anyway, I'm going home. No, you can't. You can't go home. What do you mean I can't go home? Not until you have to sign a release papers. I said, I'm not signing anything. I'm not signing anything. You have to sign release papers that you don't want anything done. I said, no, that's not how it works. I said, I don't want you to think that I don't want you to do nothing. I want you to do something, obviously, but I'm not taking, and you have no fucking right telling me that I have to have a tamponi. The swab. Tamponi is Italian for the swab. And I said, you've got no fucking right saying to me that I have to, because I don't. So open the door and let me go. And yeah, they kept me in the hospital. They wouldn't let me out. The doors were in the reception of the emergency ward. Yeah. Where you go in first and you see the reception and you tell them what's happened, and yeah, and then they go from there. But these people on the front desk, they wouldn't let me out until I seen the security. They were calling the security because I wanted to go. I wasn't causing any problems. I wasn't shouting and screaming when I was speaking normally. And they said, no, you're not going. You've seen the anyway. So what did I do? Before you see the security and sign the release papers that you don't want anything done. And I said, no, that's not how it's working. It's not that I don't want anything done. Is that I don't want the swab, and I'm not taking the swab. So she said, okay, this little fucking 19, 20-year-old fucking bitch. She said, okay, then maybe it's you're not going to be able to do the operation. So that was why I said, okay, I go home. If you're not going to fucking do anything, I'm going home. Stop. And like I said, they wouldn't let me out. They wouldn't let me out. And they wouldn't let me out. So I snuck around the other side of the hospital. I went through an emergency door and I fucking left. I went home. And like I said, it wasn't until I got home and then I had a look in my eye that I seen the damage that I've caused. And now I'm back at the hospital. And I'm gonna get it sorted out. And if I don't, if you tell me that I have to do the tamponi, the swab, I'm telling them that they are being held responsible for whatever happens from the 8th, when I originally came to the hospital, until this is finished and sorted out. I'm gonna hold them 100% responsible, and I go to see my solicitor. When I finished in the hospital here, I go to see my solicitor, and I start proceedings to do something, to make a counterclaim against these nurses. They're not fucking nurses. They ain't anything like fucking nurses. Maybe one or two of them. But the ones that fucking dealt with me the other day, they're not fucking nurses. They might as well be fucking trash men. Women. Anyway, guys, listen, I'm in the hospital, as you can see. That's the hospital there. And I keep you updated on how it's going with my eye. That's all I can say at the moment. So listen, have a great day, y'all. I'm gonna pass the next probably 10 hours here. The other night I passed nearly 5 hours here. So 5 hours here, 5 hours there, 5 hours more, 5 hours less. It's not gonna fucking change anything. So anyway, take care, guys. And you guys, wow, thank you very much for subscribing to my little corner in this fucking mad world. Yeah, thanks very much. It's appreciated. It's appreciated, it really is. I think maybe there's 100 or so people out, and wow, I'm just gobsmacked, really, because that was the last thing I was expecting when I posted the first video. So you can understand. I didn't post it for any other reason. It was just, if somebody clicks on, they can see, and yeah, it's all good. But I certainly didn't expect more than 100 people to come and pay a visit to my channel. Echo. And like I said, guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And it's all appreciated. So yeah, nice one. Okay, I love you, leave you. And keep you up to date for the next one. Okay. Thanks, guys. See you later. Excuse the pun. With my good eye. I'll see you later. Bye. Ciao, guys. Ciao.